Good morning to you all and welcome to our service this morning, 29th of November, very special day in our church's year. Today is Advent Sunday, marks the first of the 4 Sundays of Advent, marking the coming of Jesus the Christ. And it's a time of preparing ourselves for the coming of the Lord, and a time to think about our lives. Because the coming that we're talking about, yes, it's the coming of Christmas, and we remember and we celebrate the coming of God in the human form of baby Jesus on Christmas Day. We also celebrate and think about the coming of Christ into our own lives. Jesus the Christ, the Lord of all, who comes to us and longs to take up residence in our hearts and rule our lives. And it's also, we're thinking about the coming of Christ at the end of time, when Christ will come in glory. And it's easy for some, I think, perhaps to miss the coming of the real Jesus at Christmas. We can get so busy and preoccupied with shopping and catering, providing food for loads of friends and families, with parties, with presents, with so much to do, and we can miss the real meaning of the coming of God in the form of baby Jesus at Christmas time. And we can even miss the knocking of Jesus at the door of our lives, at the door of our hearts, asking to be let in. Again, we can be preoccupied, we can be busy with many important and worthy things, but Jesus can be shut out and we fail to hear his call. But there will be no missing the final coming of Jesus at the end of time, and all our life here on earth is supposed to be a preparation for that great time, so that we may welcome him with joy and gladness. So Advent's a time for thinking about all of that and preparing ourselves in any way we can. Maybe with the lockdown and things being so different and not being able to share the parties we might normally share in and the great gatherings, maybe we will have time this year to think a little bit more and spend a bit more time with God and let him prepare our hearts for that great encounter with the Almighty. So I'm going to start today with a little prayer. So in the name of God, who has delivered us from the dominion of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son, I welcome you. Grace to you and peace. And may God of his grace and mercy grant to all his people a new trust in his good providence and a new obedience to his sovereign word. For to him is most justly due all glory, honour, worship and praise, world without end. Amen. So now I hope you will enjoy our Advent Sunday worship today.